Hello, my name is Julie and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today is a look inside a new book that I just got, and it is Edward's Menagerie, the new edition, by Kerry Lord. And if you all have been with my channel for even a small amount of time, then you should know that I have a very deep love for all of her designs. I am a collector of all of her books, and this was one that had to go into my collection. I first heard about this book on Instagram probably about, I don't know, maybe a year ago. Um, I had seen that she was doing like pre-orders for a signed copy, and I wanted that so bad. But the shipping was so expensive, and I was so disappointed because I thought that you could only get it if you lived in the UK, or ordered from TOFT, which is her company. But then I seen that it was for pre-order on Amazon. I don't know, maybe a month ago or so, and I jumped right on that. So I normally do not pre-order books, but this one was definitely an exception because I just had to have it, and I wasn't sure what to expect. And my biggest thing was I really wanted to see, well, what's so new about it? What is um is it worth getting, or is it, just as good as my old one, which is this is the old version. And I've had this book for, I don't know, 7, 8 years. It's been a very long time. This was my very first crochet book, and I think that that is why that I love her so much, is because she really fueled my love for amigurumi. There were so many designs in here, so many different animals. They were simple enough that I could tackle them as a beginner, and yeah, I have made so many patterns um, out of this book. Like, I've made some of them a dozen times at least over the years. They make great gifts, and I love all of her designs. Now, I do know that there were some complaints about this book, and I have, I've read comments or seen other people's videos, and I totally get it. These patterns are probably not for everyone, and not everybody is gonna love love her style as much as I do. Um, and like I said, maybe it's because this is what fueled my fire for amigurumi, and what made me really want to continue my crochet journey. And I think that that might have a lot to do with it. But whenever I was thinking about how am I going to do this video, because I'm very biased when it comes to Kerry Lord and her designs. I don't know, I just love them so much. So I wanted this to be an unbiased opinion, because I didn't want to say, well, you really got to go get this book, this new one, if it wasn't better than the old one. Because you can find this original Edward's Menagerie very cheap right now. And this one, I think, on Amazon is about $22 right now for the new collection. And I was pleasantly surprised. It says in here that there are 15 new patterns, and I will show you all of the patterns. I will go through both of these books, actually, is my plan. I'm going to try to remember everything. I've already done this video once, and during the editing process, I realized that my voice was not matching my lips, and that drives me crazy. So I'm having to redo it. So I'm trying to remember everything that I'm supposed to say. But in this original one is the one that I want to start with, because there are patterns in this book that they did not include in the new one. And some of them I'm kind of, I'm happy that I have this book because I will always have access to those patterns. But at the same time, I'm kind of a little bit disappointed that they didn't add the some of them in there, because they're super cute. And I will try my best. I'm not sure how many pictures that I have, but I will try to pop up pictures here and there of some that I have done over the years, just to kind of give you an idea, because I only have one that is close to me that is that I can actually, hold up. So I noticed that the books are very similar in how that they are set up. They both start out with a contents page, which is this page right here. And like I said, this is the old version of it. And as you can see, I took my highlighter tape and I highlighted all of the patterns that are in this book that are not in the new version. Highlighter tape can be your best friend. I know that it's mine. I use it all the time in my books, and it's fairly cheap on Amazon. So I will have a link down below just in case you're interested, because I use that stuff like crazy, and I have been using the same roll of that highlighter tape for at least 2 years or 3 maybe. There are 7 patterns that are in this original book that are not included in the new collection, and I'm going to show those to you so that you can see, because all of the rest of the patterns are updated in the new book. That way, if you don't have the old one and you're deciding which one do I want, or do I want both of them, you can make a good decision based on that, based on these 7 patterns that are not included. So the first pattern that is in the original book is Seamus the alpaca, and he is not in the new one. And I think that he's really super cute. Now, I don't think I've ever made him, and I don't know why. There's so many patterns. There are 40 patterns in the old book. So I don't know. I guess I just never got around to making him, but he is really, really cute, and I don't know why that they didn't put him in the new one. This one, I was really surprised because this was one of my favorite patterns. I've made this several times, and it is Juno the Siamese cat, and I just think it's adorable. So this is one of the ones. And then the next one is Claudia the Saddleback Pig. Okay. The next one is Martin the Tabby Cat, which looks very similar to the Siamese cat. There's just a lot of color changing there, because I don't think that's like a variegated yarn. You are actually color changing and making the colors appear to be that way. And then you have Timmy the Jack Russell dog. And to me, honestly, that does not look like a dog. And I thought, well, maybe she took this one out of the new one because she had it in her dog's book. I do not have the updated version of the dogs, Edward's Menagerie dogs, but I do have the older version, and it wasn't in that one. So I'm not sure why that one wasn't included, but like I said, it doesn't really look like a dog to me, but it is still really cute. And this one, I was very disappointed that this one was not in there, and it is called Siegfried, I don't know how to say that, the monkey. And I just love him so much. He is hanging upside down in the picture. And I have made him before, and he is so cute. Now, she does have, some monkeys or gorillas that look similar to that one, so maybe that's why that she chose not to put that one in there. And then the last one that I noticed that was not in the new one is Boris the red squirrel. But there is a squirrel that is in there, so it's just different than this one. So that is the 7 patterns that I've seen in the old Edward's Menagerie book that is not included in the new version. And like I said, all the rest of the patterns have been updated, or their pictures have been redone. And I think when I show you the new ones, I'm going to try to edit in pictures of the old ones just so that you can see the difference and what they look like in the new book versus the old book, because they really did do a really good job on their photography. But like I said, there have been, or I have seen a lot of complaints, over the years, and I thought, well, this is their chance, this is their chance to fix some things that maybe I didn't like or other people didn't like, and I'm sure that they'll do that. And honestly, um, it's pretty much the same, as far as the whole every single pattern in both of these books have a standard page. Like there's a standard page in here that has a standard body and standard legs. So there's your standard body and your standard legs. Now I do love that she tells you where to put a stitch marker for the center of the front of the body. And that is something that I started doing on my own, just from working from her books and, doing the patterns so many times, because you're doing the same body and the same legs over and over again for each pattern. And that's something that I had started doing on my own, and it really does help center your piece. So I really do love that she added that little tip in here, but she still, I feel like, closes the body up too small. She closes it down all the way to 9 stitches. And that I have never been able to, and maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I have never been able to sew a head onto a body that has a neck that small. So I always leave the neck area of the body open at least 12 to 15 stitches, and that makes it easier to sew the head on. It makes it more stable because it has more stability to sit on, to where that you don't get that wobble head syndrome. So that is just a little tip. That was something that I thought that she would change that she didn't. Also, the pictures are the same as they are in the old book. You only get one picture. Now in this book, they are separated by levels. You have level 1, level 2, level 3. And I've noticed that she's mixed some of the patterns around. So some that were in Edward's Menagerie, the first one, that were level 2 patterns are now considered level 1, or, vice versa. Like they've kind of shifted them around a little bit. And some of them I do agree. I think one of them was like the chimp. Yeah, Benedict the chimpanzee. He was a level 2 pattern, and in this book he's a level 1. And I agree with that, because I think that he is simple enough to where that, a beginner could do that. But as far as the patterns go, one side, you will use your standard form for every pattern, but then within the actual pattern page of the book, she will tell you where color changes go or whatever. So just for an example, the very first pattern is Emma the bunny, and I have done her so many times. And if you see here, it says legs, work in standard in stone. So it tells you the color that she used. Now she uses all of her own yarn that she sells, which is TOFT yarn. And you don't have to use TOFT yarn. I mean, you can use any yarn that you want. Just because a book tells you to use a certain kind of yarn does not mean you have to use it. I've used anything and everything on these patterns, and they have all turned out fine for me. She also has a page in the beginning that shows you how to change the size difference. So, this one would be probably a sport, and then a 3, and then a 4, and then that one's a bulky weight. Or a chunky weight. So different sized hooks and different sized yarns will make that same animal bigger or smaller. And I really like that that's part of this. So like I said, in the beginning you have your contents, so that is all the contents page right there, and it tells you exactly what page number everything's on, and the contents. And then you have a little introduction, how to use the book, what you'll need, and she lists, you know, obviously her materials that she used. Then you have your size options that I just showed you, your standard forms, and then you go straight into the level 1 patterns. And I really do like that she has it broke up again where that it lists the level 1 patterns. And I did take my highlighter tape and I did highlight the new patterns. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you all of the patterns that I did not see in the old book that are in the new book. And then at the end, I will just show you all the patterns, and then I will pop in pictures of the old ones with it, or pictures of ones that I have actually created. So in level 1, I noticed that there were 3 new patterns. And the first one is Milo the dog. And he's super, super cute. Like, I really love the updated look of the quality of the pictures. The yarn that she's using for these newer, even though it's the same yarn, it just looks different. It has a different look than what, like, some of the pictures in the older book have more of a softer look, I guess, and these look a little bit more sharper to me. Her embroidery, you can tell that she has really grown as a designer as far as embroidery goes, because this is, I think Edward's Menagerie is like 10 years old at least. So, I mean, you can tell that she has grown as a designer. Okay, and then the next one is Carl the Wallaby. So that is a new one. And it's really cute. I'm not sure what a wallaby is, honestly. I think maybe that might be in Australia, but I'm not really for sure. And then the last new one in level 1 is Isaac the American Bison. And he is super, super cute. I don't know if I agree with that being a level 1 pattern just because of the hair, but I mean, I think that he is super cute though. Like, I really like him a lot. I might would do his face a little bit lighter than that, but I really do like that. And another thing that you'll notice about her patterns, if you're not familiar, is that she does not use safety eyes. So if you want to use safety eyes, you have to use your best judgment on where to place the eyes, because she does embroider all of her eyes, which is perfect for, you know, gifting, if you're gifting to a baby or something like that. But like I said, if you want to use safety eyes, that's something that you have to figure out on your own. The next section is level 2, and these are all the patterns that are in the level 2. And all the children in the book, pictures of the children, are her kids. And this one, I noticed that there were 3 new ones, and they are all right together, so that should be really easy to show you. So the first one is Beth the Dutch Rabbit, and I really love this one a lot. Like I said, I did show you Emma Bunny earlier, and her ears are lowered or like dangling down, and this one has standing ears, so I really like the difference in the bunnies. I like the color changing that she used as well, and I just love the simplicity of these patterns. I love that they have little chubby tummies. That's my favorite part of her patterns, is their stomachs. The next one is Andrew the Sea Otter. And my daughter said that that does not look like a sea otter to her, but I do think that he is super cute. And then the last new one in level 2 patterns is Owen the Wildebeest. And he's super cute. Like, he's different. Like, he's a different type of animal. I'm going to have to Google that. But I really like him a lot. I actually really like the color changing right there. So yeah, some of these animals I'm going to have to Google because, you know, I'm not an animal expert. So I'm not sure what some of them are, but I really do like them. Okay, and then next we have level 3, and this is where the majority of the new patterns come in. And, you know, I'm not sure if maybe I miss something, but for my count, there are 17 new patterns. And I don't know if 2 of them were just changed, like the names maybe changed, but they are still like there's still an animal similar to it in Edward's Menagerie. But I counted 17 altogether, and on the book it says 15. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I missed something, but I'm going to show you the ones that I seen in level 3 that I did not notice in Edward's Menagerie. And there are quite a few. The first one is William the Sloth Bear, and to me, that looks like a dog. I'm not sure what a sloth bear is, but that looks like a dog to me. But he is super cute, and I really like it. I really like it a lot. And then the next one is Casper the Peary Caribou. And I love this one so much. I think that would make a perfect Christmas decoration. Like, I could totally see making that and putting lights around its antlers because they're so tall, and having it as a Christmas decoration. Like, I think that would be super cute. Are caribous considered a Christmas decoration? I don't know, but in my house, I think that's going to happen. I think it's totally going to happen. And then the last ones are all together, so that should be easy. And I noticed also, like I was saying earlier, like you have your picture of your amigurumi, and then you have your pattern on the other side. And some of the level 3 patterns, there's a few at the end, she actually does give you the backside view of them, but I feel like that was a missed opportunity. Because this page, this is Natasha the Two-Toed Sloth, and it is a new one. It's so cute. I love it. But I feel like that's a missed opportunity because I feel like she could have put maybe this up top and then the back side down at the bottom. Like, I really wish that they had done that because you get one picture of all the back sides, and I don't even think it's all of them. But you get one picture of what the back looks, and they're so small. And I will show you that here in just a minute. But like I said, this is a new one. Natasha the Two-Toed Sloth. And then you have Nusha the Persian cat, which does not look like a cat to me, but it's okay. It looks like a dog, but I really like it. That would be a lot of work, though. I don't know if I would make that one. And then you have Perry the guinea pig. And he's really cute. He is cute. I like him. And then you have Sybil, the sugar glider. I almost bought a sugar glider once. But I ended up getting a ferret instead. And I named him Milo. So I thought that was funny. And then you have Noel, the chipmunk. And I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know. I don't know if I like that one too much. And then you have Gina the hyena. And this is where your 2 pictures come into play. So that is the front. And then it's a 2-page pattern because it is more advanced with the color changing and the loop stitches and all that. So they did give you a backside view of that one, which is very helpful. I just wish that they had included that for all of the patterns. This one is Andrea the ocelot, which looks like something from Minecraft, if you're familiar with that or have kids. But like I said, I feel like it was a missed opportunity to add in those backside pictures. And then you have Savannah, the African painted dog, and I really like that one as well. I really like that one. And then here is the back side of that one. And then you have Jane, the pangolin. So there's that one. And this one is new as well. I think it's the last one. And then there is the back side of that one. So all of the ones that I showed you that actually show you the big pictures of the back side, they are a 2-page pattern. So they are probably the most difficult patterns in the whole book. I really do love how they lay it out like that, though, for people, because I know for me as a beginner, I knew, okay, well, I should be able to, um, I should be able to tackle these level 1 patterns as a beginner. And that was very helpful, you know, and then you can, you know, jump ahead or try something more difficult once you're comfortable. Um, the next part of the pattern is like technicals. It's telling you how to hold your hook, how to mark your stitches. She shows you how to do the stitches, finishing techniques like how to, you know, pretty much surface crochet, make tails, how to make scales for certain things. And then this is the page that I was talking about that shows you the back sides. And those pictures are so small, and I'm so disappointed that that's all we get. But, you know, I just did a book review or a book look at Arena Lee's new book, and it's a 15 page or a 15 pattern book. And that she has tons of pictures, you know, she has tons of pictures, but you also only get 15 patterns. This is a 50 pattern book. So, I mean, you really can't complain for as much. I feel like you can't complain too much because of how many patterns that you're actually getting for a book that costs the same amount as something that you would only get like 15 patterns in. So, I mean, it's kind of like a, you know, you pick your battles, I guess. But like I said, that is one of the downfalls of this book, is that there are no, like, this is your sewing. Like, she's showing you how to put it. Now, she does have in here, you know, that she makes YouTube videos. She does have YouTube videos out there. She has an Instagram account to where, you know, she has crochet alongs on Instagram and things like that to help you learn those techniques. So she does provide those resources. It's just not in the book. And then there's a page on face details, how to embroider, you know, things like that. And then, you know, there's an index and a thank you page. So, like I said, there's some things that I wish that they had done that they did not do. But at the same time, I do feel like that this was totally worth the money that I paid for it, because, like I said, you do get 50 patterns in it. And not all of the patterns from this book are in the new one. So that is, you know, something that, I don't know, I'm happy that I have both of them, if that makes sense. Which, you know, I would never get rid of this book because, you know, it's very dear to my heart. And I will still use it, you know, even though I have the updated version, I will still use my old one. So I do want to mention also that this is a UK termed book. Both of these books right here are in UK terms, which, you know, there are more terms than just single crochet in this book, I'm sure, but their double crochet is our single crochet. I did not see a conversion chart in here. Doesn't mean it's not in there. Maybe I missed it, but it's very easy to find a conversion chart for US to UK terms if you're not familiar. But I did want to not forget to say that both of these, the old one and the new one that I have, are in UK terms. So I do feel like that I pretty much covered all the differences and the similarities of the books. I want to go through every single pattern with you all. And I know there's 50 of them, but I really want to show you just the difference in how they look in the old book and the new book. And then, like I said, pop in some pictures of ones that maybe I have pictures of that I can show you. But, you know, basically that is my review of the book. So if you're not interested in seeing all of the patterns, I totally get it. But, you know, like, I'm so excited to have somebody, anybody, to talk about this book with, because I've tried to talk to my husband. I've tried to talk to my 2 kids, and nobody's interested. So hopefully somebody out there will be just as excited about this book as I am. But, you know, like I said, just bear in mind that even though I do feel like that a beginner could pick this book up and do it as long as they have the resources of the YouTube channels, of her YouTube channel or others teaching you the basics. So as long as you have the basics of crochet down and you know pretty much your stitches, I really do think that this can help you make amigurumi, because it did me. Like I said, I barely knew anything at all about crochet when I got this book, and I was able to do it, you know. So it just takes practice, and like I said, I have been doing her patterns so long that I have figured out how to tweak things that I don't like and make them the way that I like them, because we all have our preferences. We all like different things. We all like different looks of stuff. Like, this may not be your preference. You may like more intricate patterns, like that one right there. You know, you may like something that's more intricate. But to me, a nice, brainless, simple pattern that works up quickly and is super cute when you're done, and you have this cute animal, you know, as a result of it, it's just the perfect combination for me. So, like I said, I'm going to go through each and every pattern with you all, and show you what's inside. So the first one is Emma Bunny, and she is super cute. And like I said, I know that I have pictures of at least one of these that I did. And like I said, I will also be popping up pictures of the old version as well, so that you can see the difference. And then we have Alexander the Russian blue cat. And if I butcher some of these names, it's okay. I guess it'll be okay. And then we have Piotr, Peter? I don't know. The polar bear. And just the difference in her embroidery is just, you can just tell, you know? I really like that one a lot, though. And then you have Bridget the elephant, which I have made so many times. This is one of those that I've made several times. As well as she does have a video that I will link below to turn this pattern into this elephant right here. So she teaches you how to do the tusks, and I can't even remember what all. And she also pops the pattern up on the screen so that you can screenshot it. You don't even have to watch the whole video to make this. And this is one of my favorites. Like, I will never get rid of this. And I would totally make it again because I really love the way that it turns out. So, like I said, I will have that video linked below of how to turn Bridget the elephant into, I can't remember its name, but into this one. But it's basically the same exact pattern. You're just adding other details onto it. I think the ears obviously are different as well. So there's that one. And then you have Richard the large white pig. And he looks totally different in the old one. I do know that. Like, she actually gave him a snout. And he's really, really cuter in the newer version, I think. And then I showed you this one already, Milo the dog. I really like that one a lot. Like, I could totally see myself making that one. And then you have Georgina the hippo, which I have made so many times. Like there's at least 5 or 6 of these that I have made at least a dozen times over the years. Austin the rhino. Now, personally, I think I would have gave him a white horn, but I really do like him a lot. Carl the wallaby. Simon the sheep. Rufus the lion, and I've made him. My daughter actually still has him upstairs. I just forgot to get him. Benedict the chimpanzee, also a favorite of mine. I made him since I've been making YouTube videos. I've made him. Winston the aardvark. Hopefully I say these names right. I don't know what that is either. I'm going to have to Google that. And then you have Jermaine the gorilla. I've made this one as well. And then Isaac, the American Bison again. I really do like that one a lot. And now we're into level 2 patterns. We have Penelope the bear, which I feel like should have been a level 1 myself, but like I feel like the sheep could have been a level 2 and that one should have been a level 1, but I don't know. Hank the Dorset down sheep. Dorset down sheep. I really like that one a lot. That one's in the old one. And then Fiona the panda. This one looks a lot different in the older book as well, if I'm remembering right. Anghard, Angharad, the donkey. And I've made him so many times. I think I've made him on my channel too. I think so. Douglas, the Highland cow. I love that one. That's one of my favorites as well. Lawrence, the tiger. There are so many, like, even if there's some that you don't like, there has to be something that you do like. Like, there's too many not to like some of them. This one is Chardonnay, the Palomino pony. Palomino pony. Super cute. Alice the zebra. Definitely a classic. I've never made a zebra, and I don't know why. I don't know why I've never made her, but I have not. I need to remedy that. Audrey the nanny goat. I like that one a lot. It just brings me back seeing all these. Beth the Dutch rabbit again. I love that one. That's a great addition. Andrew the sea otter. I think it's the ears. But I'm not sure. Owen the wildebeest. Clarence the bat. And I kind of wish that there was a picture of it with its wings out too, but beggars can't be choosers, right? Francis the hedgehog. Now I thought that this one was not included in the book, but and it's in the old one, but it looks so different that it's almost unrecognizable. And I wish that there was a front facing photo of this hedgehog, but all you get is the side view. And that is all of the level 2 patterns. And now we're going into the level 3 again. And a lot of these, like I said, will be repeats because a lot of these are new. The first one is Samuel the koala, and he is so cute. Now I have made the miniature. I've made this one, but I only have the miniature version. And it is not this pattern, but it looks the same, which is this one. And this is from her mini Menagerie book. Mini Menagerie Wild, I think. I just shared this on my channel not too long ago, and I didn't do the ears that way. I added fur to the ears, but basically it's the same pattern. It's just the big version of it, you know. It is super, super cute made up. William the sloth bear again. Bradley the gray squirrel. So like I said, they did remove one of the squirrels, but they did leave the gray squirrel in here. So there is still a squirrel. Casper the Peary caribou again. And like I said, that's going to be a Christmas decoration. It's got to be. It's got to be. This one right here is so much different. And it is Sarah the Frisian cow. And I love it so much. I love the updated version of this cow. I think that it is so, so cute. Definitely adorable. And then you have Caitlin, the giraffe. I feel like this one looks a lot different too. And it's so cute. I love it. And like all your color work, like she tells you where to change colors and stuff so that you don't have to sew spots on, which is I hate sewing. So I think that that is fun to be able to, you know, randomize where your spots are just by crocheting them in. Esme the fox, I really like that one as well. And as you can tell, the farther we get into the level 3, the more color work and stuff is in it. And then here is Blake the orangutan, and he looks a lot different in the other book as well. But he's super cute. All those loop stitches looks intimidating, but it's really not that bad. Hamlet the cheetah. I really like that one. And this one looks a lot different in the old one as well. And it's Jessie the raccoon. And I really love the updated version of this one. I can't say that. I can't say that. But it is a sheep. And its name is Noah. And it's super cute. And then we have Kristoff the wolf. I really like that one a lot. Like I said, still disappointed there's no backside. I would really like to see what its tail looks like up close. But I really do like that one a lot. And then you have Natasha the two-toed sloth again. I love this one. Like, this one is going to be made. Definitely made by me. Nusha the Persian cat again. Looks like a dog, but it's okay. Perry the guinea pig again. I really like that one. Sybil the sugar glider. Noelle the chipmunk. Those eyes, I just don't know about the face. I don't know. The rest of it is super cute. I just don't know. The black is just so bright against that light color. And then here's the two-page patterns, the more complicated patterns. You have Gina the hyena with the backside again. Andrea the ocelot, which is one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. I mean, the color work on that would be a little bit more intermediate, obviously, but it looks really good. Savannah the African painted dog again. Another two-page again. Jane the pangolin, which is the last pattern in the level 3. So that is all of the patterns in the Edwards Menagerie new edition. And like I said, there is over 50 patterns. So if you've never had an Edwards Menagerie book, I don't know, maybe start with this one. But if you want a cheaper option, this one is definitely always going to be my Old Faithful. I love this book so much as well. I would never part with it, but I'm super, super happy that I was able to get this one. Y'all, I've been wanting this book for so long. And just to have it, like, I've just been happy all day. I just can't quit looking at it, can't quit talking about it. And I'm so thankful that I have you all to talk to, because otherwise my husband would be drove crazy right now. So thank you all so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for checking out this book with me. I hope you enjoyed this little book look. I'm really enjoying doing these videos. I'm not sure how often I will be able to, but it's something that I would like to continue doing. Just, you know, sitting and chatting about a new book when I get it. I know Amazon did have their books on sale, and I was a little naughty. So these were not the only books that I got. So we will be having more of these videos in the future, I'm sure. So I'm going to let you all go, and I hope that you are having a wonderful week. And until next time, guys, I will see you in another video. Bye.